So a couple days back, I complained about this feature on Windows, and literally few days later, Microsoft added that feature in their new OS update. Coincidence? Yeah, totally. I mean, they're not watching my video. You can just go to the full screen option and you can create split screen in a separate space. So the convenience of having that is, if you open a third window, it will open in desktop space. It will not hog onto your full screen split screen space, right? So if you are, let's say, taking notes and have open Safari on one space, you can keep doing that, and then you received a message, you can quickly swipe right with three finger swipe and reply to the message and come back to the same pane, and you can continue doing your work without having to switch any view. So like, my problem with Windows Split is when I'm working, let's say I have one notes and one browser app in a split mode, one next to the other, and I have to open, let's say, Microsoft Teams app. If I open that, then I have to again alt tab, and if I have to come back to the old space, I'll have to do this alt tab thing, and then I have to reconfigure my split screens again. I do not have to do that with Mac.
Just when you get all settled in and organized and ready to work, along comes the inevitable interruption, a personal email that I need to reply to right away. Now with Windows 11, when you return to what you were doing after handling the interruption, or even when you return to the PC after being away from it for a while, you don't have to remember where you were or waste time setting things back up. Not anymore. This is Snap Groups, the collections of apps that I was using, sitting right here in the taskbar.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host and this is The AvTech. And if you are into tech and you like to receive tech videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. And today we'll talk about the Windows 11 updates. I mean, they're not huge, they're not very different. And if you are not really into tech or latest updates or things, you probably are not very excited about it either. But I just saw this Microsoft presentation and I think this is a nice update. Like, this is something they should have had from the beginning. I like it and I want to share my thoughts on it. So here it is. Okay, so I know there's all good, bad trend going on. Like the XP was really good, then the Vista was bad, then the 7 was good, and the 8 was bad, 10 was good, like that. But I am personally from the time, like I remember Windows from Windows 7, right? I'm not from the time of XP. I have definitely used XP as a kid, like when I was in class first or something, because that's what your school defaulted to, right? But yeah, I have used XP, but I was not knowledgeable enough to know if that's a good OS or not. So I have personally, like my personal experience with Windows started with Windows 7. And to me, Windows 7 was great. Windows 8 was bad. Windows 8.1 was fine, and 10 was also just a good cover up. 11 takes me back to 7 because it has this same glassy finish, and like not the same finish, but they both have this glassy theme going on. And I think with like, to seamlessly adapt to a more modern trend, Windows 11 came up with the frosty glass thing. But yeah, I think of Windows 7 when I look at 11, and I really like the new look actually. So there are basically three things in the Microsoft event that I noticed that was worth mentioning, and majorly those things are the changed look and the adaptability with the tablet mode and the laptop mode. I think one thing that Windows lagged like in the past was the seamless tablet feature. Like a tablet still felt like a laptop and it could not take the advantage of the touch and the mobile nature of a tablet. Now it actually can, and now it looks really promising. I mean, if it delivers what it is saying, I'm excited to try that. although I don't know if I'm gonna try that, but I'm excited. And the third feature is basically, I mean, they are also saying that they have improved gaming on Windows, but I'm not really a gamer, so I don't really get what was improved except for the audio or video quality. Like, except for that, I don't know how an OS can improve gaming performance. I mean, a hardware surely can, but in OS, how much? But yeah, the third exciting feature is not for me very exciting. I mean, I don't find it very exciting, but feels like a huge thing these days. The fact that you can run Android apps on Windows device felt like such a huge thing that they are trying to get into this, and they are trying to have it like, they're trying as much as they can to have this feature on Windows. Like, they're not even doing it natively. They are using Amazon App Store to install Android apps. So not all the apps on the Play Store will be available. Only the apps which are available on Amazon App Store are available on Windows. So like they took a leap. Like, they really tried hard to get that feature on Windows. I'm not sure why. Like, I'm not sure who needed that. But and like, both the OS is doing that, right? Like, even the Mac OS is trying to get all its iOS apps onto their Mac OS. And now Windows is doing that. I'm not sure who is using that, who is asking for it, but it seems like a huge thing, so let's talk about it. So yeah, first thing, the aesthetic. I really love the aesthetic. I love its design, its interchangeability, and I love that. And I love how it came up with that, like the split screen thing, the 3 windows thing, the Docker memorization thing. All these things are so seamless. Like, they seem so sleek and professional. I really want to try it now. I don't have a means though, but I kind of do want to try it. We'll see. We'll see if we can try it. I don't think we can. I can, but we'll see if I can try it. If I can, I'll definitely like to try it. So just FYI, I don't have my Windows laptop anymore. I only use this Mac. So I'm not gonna buy a Windows laptop just to try the Windows OS. But let's see if I can come up with some other way to just get my hands on the latest Windows 11. And the Docker memorization thing is also great. Like, you're working on a monitor, when you switch to your laptop, of course you're not doing the same thing, you do not want the same configuration, and then you switch back to your desktop, it goes back to the same space that you were using, and it's nice. Like, I don't have to worry about my Windows messing all up. I like that. Okay, then comes the seamless tablet to desktop experience. Android tried to do that, bring their mobile OS to tablet. They failed. Apple tried to do that, bring their mobile OS to tablet. They ended up creating an iPad OS. They also tried to integrate the Mac OS with the iPad OS, and they are really trying to integrate all 3 OS, like, so they all feel familiar and you don't feel like out of place when you switch devices. They're really trying that, but it's not yet seamless. So when Windows bring it, it's nice, and it feels like home, right? Like, you grew up working on Windows, I really decided. So when the Windows OS is now natively available on tablets, and it is also able to use a tablet's touch capability and mobile capability, and still able to integrate a desktop OS onto it, it's nice. I want to try it, right? I like how you can switch the orientation and the split screen is still maintained. Okay, so that is it. As I said, there's not a lot of features of Windows OS that I would like to discuss, just these 3, and it's small, probably not very significant, but I was excited, right? So let's see when I get my hands on somehow, someday, and I'll share that. But for now, I think these are really good and worth waiting for and worth updating too. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.